So many people want to become a streamer or gamer on YouTube and Twitch, and this is unlikely to change. Some people dive right in and others plan out their rollout online. Where do you start, and how can you build a name for yourself in the larger gaming community? Becoming a gamer online is much more than playing games. You often have to know more than you think. So, what should you know about starting your gaming journey online? And what tips, need to know info, and hardships make this glamorous avenue tricky to navigate? I'm Robin, and this is Open World Dialogue. Today, we have two guests that would help us understand how to make our channels or future ones shine online. Jen is up first. We have Jen, who is half of JenEricLive, a married duo who loves to entertain with humor and cosplay. We're going to start with Allie again. If you don't mind, just briefly tell us how you got started, and then we'll go right into you, Jen.
Oh, now. Okay.
Go.
I got started. So I was working my administrative job at a small business. I was like young, 25. I was still gaming at my big age. And I had a friend group that was gaming, and I would just stream to them and a couple people. And then randos would just join and be like, hey, I would love to watch your stream if you streamed every day and stuff. Around February, we made a plan. I did the research on what it was like to be a woman streaming on Twitch, which was my platform of choice, and things like that. There were so many fun Reddit threads about it, but I'm really, in hindsight, it was great that I researched it. And yeah, on March 1st, I hit the go live button on That's So Alley Cat, and I've been streaming ever since. And that's the origin story.
Awesome.
So my origin story is very similar to yours. My husband and his best friend had a YouTube channel that they did Let's Plays and stuff on, and I was like, let me play with y'all. So I was dipping the toes in, and then it was a deciding of, hey, we're really funny together. Let's do our own channel and let's live stream. So same thing, we did all the research, picked a day. Our day was February 2019, and so that's how it all started. But yeah, we had a date, we had the name, he had made a logo, we were hitting the rock. The thought was we're gonna be as professional as we can before we even get started, which absolutely does not have to be that way, but that was our thinking.
And your anniversary is coming up. It's also very funny. Your February, your March, and then I started last year in April, so that's hilarious.
There you go.
Anyway.
Oh, look at that.
That's funny. Now, here's the biggest question for me. I know it may be silly for some people, but when I started, I'm thinking, I need this, I need that, I need all of these things. But truly, does it really matter what equipment you buy when you're starting to develop your content and platform?
Yes and no. A very important key to, especially if it's live streaming and things like that, is always going to be audio. A lot of the times people may not have, they'll have you on, but they won't be looking at you really. Sometimes they treat our streams like podcasts, or even with YouTube as VODs, I used to throw up YouTube videos while I work all the time and just listen. I would peek in and stuff like that. But for your audio quality is so important. You want to make sure it's clear, that they could hear you, that your game volume is lower. And just remember those are some tips that you could throw out there. Whatever you're doing, even if you're reacting to something, make sure it's lower than you so they could hear you properly and clearly. The other stuff are additional. You want to make sure that your stream can run smooth. So you want to have a PC that could actually output to OBS properly. And then the webcam is it's a plus. I wouldn't say, because a lot of people, when they're watching their favorite streamer and stuff like that, they're watching them with their best equipment that they literally probably had to grind for or work towards and things like that. This is not the camera I started with, and I would not recommend this camera to you because it costs $1,000. So you could try to find something that works for you. And yeah, then you can get into the quality and production value of your stream. So I know a lot of people always rush to get the webcam and stuff, but I would say start streaming first. See if you like it. See how you engage with people. Are you engaging enough for those people? And then the other stuff you could add to it and upgrade. There's new equipment every year, and there's always a Black Friday sale. Don't forget that. and just make your wish list. And also, as you gain community and supporters, there's going to be people who want to help you, not just buy you stuff, but also support you on your journey because they enjoy you. I got my first capture card, which is something you need for like consoles. Someone just donated it to me. Like, they were in my city and they're like, I'll just ship it to you. And they did. And they shipped it to a P.O. box. Don't worry. And yeah, I got it. So it's just things like that. I remember my friend went and got extra monitor for me and I still have that monitor because their uncle was like clearing out his office space or something like that. So you just never know where the help is going to come from and how it's going to come. So, and be safe.
I absolutely agree. I think a good microphone is definitely like the first investment. We'll call that first investment. But yeah, like webcam, like VTubers are very popular. So maybe even that's a way if you want to go about that route. But yeah, definitely good quality microphone.
Yes, please. Because my first set of videos I did sound like trash. I could tell. And then you look at the difference between that and a mic that sounds good. Big difference. So let's go ahead and move on down real quick and talk about all of the skills that you need or that you learn while you're doing everything for YouTube and or Twitch. From my experience, when you start out, you are the script writer, the tech person, the gamer, the designer, the editor. You're pretty much everything. How valuable do you think it is to pick up these skills on your own as you start out? But I do, and to preface this, I do recognize as you get bigger, you can hire those people to do that. But when you start out, how important is it for you to do that on your own?
I think it's pretty important. You don't have to be an expert right at the beginning, but I do think that it's important to have those skills. Like, hey, I want to edit videos for vertical format. Do some research, figure that out, figure out how other people are doing that. Because like you mentioned, let's say you grow and you are able to hire somebody. You want to have your own style that you like to have for yourself so that they have something to be like, oh, they like this kind of format. But yeah, I think it's important to learn and pick up those skills as you go because you're not going to be super strong at all of those things right off the bat, and that's absolutely okay. And you might not ever be strong at one of them, and that's absolutely okay too. Just about trying and learning as you go along, I think.
Yeah, definitely. It's a marathon. You don't want to know everything all at once. Trust me. And also what we're doing, it's also ever changing. So there's stuff that we're still learning that's like up and coming and new people are doing. And we're like, oh, we got to learn that. But you're always going to keep learning. Just make sure you're open to it, open to popping up. If you see something that you feel like you want to add to your stream or to your production value or anything like that, you could Google it, look it up on YouTube and figure out a way to do it. Yeah, like I would just say be open to learning because I didn't even know what OBS was. I didn't know what any of that stuff is. And I had to learn what a bit rate was, how it affected my stream. And as you go along, not only would you continue learning, you also meet people along the way who could also help you with that. Especially when you network within streamers. I'm sure like Jen could tell you, once you meet other streamers and you could talk about your streams and so you're like, oh, okay. We won't stop talking about it. It's sad. But we keep learning and growing and things like that, and you just focus on what makes you and your content because you could come in with all the skills you want and things like that. I would just say just be yourself and bring what you want to bring, put what's out there that you want to see from yourself and things like that, and just try to learn as you go because trust me, you're gonna learn a lot. If this was a university course, we would be in there for 10 years. Trust, it keeps going, and don't be in a rush to be with the latest and greatest. I would say that as well. Like, just be open to learning. Like my first stream, it's so funny you said like your earlier videos. I actually have a video of my first stream. Horrible. I want to delete it, but it keeps me motivated.
Thanks.
It's like working out. You just got to do it over and over again, though I hate working out. So maybe that's not the best analogy for me. But so you brought up building relationships with people. And so we might as well just segue into it. the thing that I hate the most is networking. Like, naturally, when you talk to people, you're technically networking, but it's a very difficult thing to do for a lot of people. But the fact of the matter is, you more than likely have to do it. But let's hear from you. So, how important is it to build relationships with other gamers? Is there a trick or a tip for people to build relationships with others online?
I think it's pretty important.
Yeah, it's very important. I would say this. Oh, Jen, you first.
Okay, I got you. I wrote down notes beforehand, so
Yeah,
I could
I got it, but I was like, I don't want to be mean to these people. I'm kidding. Go
I
ahead.
suggest. I don't like obviously it's networking, but I don't really like to use that phrase because myself, honestly, I would rather just try to make friends because I'm an older woman and I just need some friends. Let's be real. So I just look at it as finding other people who have similar interests to me, who I relate to, and seeing if they want to be my friend. And sometimes friends work out, sometimes they don't work out. But honestly, I feel like it's literally that simple. Like, just finding some people that are your people and hanging out with them and supporting them. That's why I see networking, honestly, like for me, in just like a really simple way. Just try to make friends. It's more genuine that way.
No, same. I would say don't go in it thinking or expecting anything other than a friendship. But I'm completely open and honest with like my friends. A lot of them they come to me for advice, and that's always okay. I'm always open to that, only because I know we're in the same industry. I know we can learn from each other, and it's good to just have those open and honest conversation, especially in this industry, because once you get to the business side, communication is so important. But on the friendship scale, it's so easy because we could talk about Overwatch for hours. We could talk about games we were playing for hours. We could just have other conversations where people are like, what is Overwatch? You don't have to get into that, because now you know you got somebody who could talk to you about video games and all this stuff. We could talk about gaming. There's sometimes gaming topics that we want to discuss and things like that, or just internet stuff, because we're internet people. And it's good to just have those vibes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I wouldn't say connected to being like in the industry and things like that, more so connected to you being a person, and just be kind and nice to people. Unless they show you another side, then you could cut them off. But yeah, having those cool friendships, oh my God, they're so amazing, because there's going to be some things you go through this journey that nobody else can understand. And like, I could talk to stuff. I don't even know Jen like that, but me and her can talk about stuff because
Absolutely.
we've been through similar situations with just being in the same platform and things like that. So it's just super important that you go in. Honestly, you do better having a friendship than a professional relationship half the time. And like a quick story, there's people who've come and we've been friends. The gaming industry, it changes a lot. Like, they get hired and fired all the time. I don't know why, but they love that like mechanic of just like going to different, or not even hire fired, they quit and go to a different studio, stuff like that. And so you never know who's gonna work there. I always say the gaming industry is big but little. So that's why I always preface, be kind to people and don't expect anything from them. But there's so many times where I've made friends and they'll work here and they'll be like, oh, we heard this is coming up, we want to key you in on it. And I didn't ask for it or anything. They just thought of me and things like that. So that's why networking is so important, because they just got to know you, because there's probably like 1 million streamers. And for you to stand out is to build those relationships. And they'll leave that company and go to another, and they'll be like, oh, we have something else coming up for you. And that's sometimes how it works out. Yeah, and you could talk to your friends about the professional side of streaming. So if you're always open to sponsorships, open to partnerships and things like that, it's good to be like, hey girl, I know you work at EA, remember me? And then keep it moving.
Honestly, I think that's all you have to say. Remember, I'm around.
Yeah, and
they will.
Like, yeah, and if they can't do it, they can't. And if they can, make something happen. Your girl need it.
Smart advice.
Yeah, and we all have a marketing side. No, if you're in the gaming industry, we all know about the marketing in the industry. Just be yourself and talk honestly with people. I think that's like the best way to just network. And don't be scared. They're people too.
Okay,
Yes.
so Oh, sorry.
I
Go
wanted to
ahead,
add
Jen.
one thing because you said just be your. So I went to a mixer for a World of Warcraft mixer, and everybody was so nervous. We didn't all realize that we were all nervous to chat with each other until somebody said it, and then we were like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Like I was so scared to walk up to you because I like look up to you, but then that person who like has like thousands of CCVs was like, "Oh no, I was nervous too." And I'm like, "Okay, like we're the same. Like sometimes like we're all the same. Like it doesn't matter. Put the CCV and how big you are. Like y'all get nervous. Y'all are just like sitting there. Like just somebody break the ice and like just start chatting."
So basically, we're all human. Be
Yeah.
kind and don't make it transactional immediately.
No. Yeah. I have friends that are huge. I have friends that are around my thing. I have people in the medium. Like I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even know what they're doing, and and then my friends, oh my god, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that's my friend, and they're like, oh, and I'm like, I don't think of them as like a YouTube like subscriber number. That's just like my friend that and a lot of times they come to me for stuff, and that's the best part. Also, is that you guys could still talk about all the stuff that we're going through because this industry is tough. Because now, as gaming influencers, not only are we gaming, we're also like regular schmegler influencers, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like, your favorite, we actually went to a YouTube thing, and everybody was like, "You guys are gamers?" And we're like, "Yeah, yeah." And they're like, all just, "Oh, okay." But we were at like the regular events as people. They just categorize us. Be yourself. And yeah, I have so many people in different niches now, like that are friends of mine. And I think it's so cute. I was just like, oh, and they have no idea what Overwatch is. So it works both ways.
Look, I'm guilty. I know what it is, but I don't play it. All right. What should people think about when they're developing their brands? So instead of specifically, I think, talking about like branding and all of that, I would love if we, and obviously add to whatever, answer this however you want to, but I would also love if you could speak to what we were talking about earlier, which people are not privy to, but the separation between your real life and the life online, which is technically real life, but I always think about these parasocial relationships and people being weird. Like, how do we navigate that? How should people think about that as they build their brands and setting boundaries?
Okay, so yeah, number one, set boundaries.
There you go.
It's easier to do it when you're first starting, honestly. Like, I got doxxed, I've gotten hate rated, I've gotten so many things. I laugh about it now, so I don't cry. But like, you have to set those boundaries. You have to protect yourself, first of all. Know what you want to keep private. See if you could keep certain things private. I always say, go through your Facebook and put it on private, especially if it's a personal Facebook. Anything like personal with like first and last name, try to the only reason I say Facebook is because Facebook for me was where I linked up with like my family and like friends from like high school and college and stuff like that. And when I got doxxed, they basically Google image searched me, and I had the same picture on my Facebook.
Wow.
And then they went to my Facebook and found my family members' names, and yeah, and then came to my Twitch channel and decided to donate with all my family members' names up there. It's funny now, but it's not funny. Don't laugh at that. It's not funny. It's actually
That's
terrifying.
Scary, yeah.
But yeah, so you want to go through things with like your personal information, have separate accounts. It's okay to have separate Twitter accounts, especially Facebook accounts, Instagram, stuff like that. Try to separate your personal from your professional. Even if you're saying you're starting it as a hobby, okay, it's a hobby account, fine, you could do it. But yeah, try to anything with like super personal information, especially now we're on LinkedIn. I'm also on LinkedIn. Mine is semi joined, but it is also, there's certain protections that I put in like with my name and things like that. Yeah, you got to think about that. Also, when coming into live streaming, like you said, what are some things that you could do? Set like goals. Like you could have short-term goals and long-term goals, and it's always changing. I always preach journaling and things like that, only because your mental health is important, and sometimes when you're hyper focusing on getting somewhere, it could take a toll, especially. So I'm from Twitch, Twitch has several cultures, some of them not so healthy. You've heard of 24-hour streams. Now they're doing 48 and 72s. So certain things like that, you want to make sure that you either plan appropriately for it, or I'm not saying don't do it, but you have to plan and make sure that your body can handle it. Make sure you're not drinking, make sure you're taking deep breaths, exercising, walking, things like that. Because now you can sleep on camera, apparently. So there's so many things, and do your research with short-term goals. So this is one of the things with the NOR network that I always go in when I talk to them about, because once you get to a certain point where you want this to be your full-time, or not even full-time, just something that is passive income, you want to make sure you are putting out content, because I don't purposely say growth is important, because the more you put out content, the more you grow. That's just it. You put out the content, you're going to grow regardless. If it's 1 to 2 or 1,000 to 2,000, you're going to grow. And yeah, just have those goals, set them, lock them up in, I don't know, kiss it, put in the Bible. I don't know, anything you want to do. And this will give you motivation and drive. We actually were having a funny moment because I was talking about, Robin asked, how did we work and stream at the same time, especially with a full-time job? And I was like, when you hate your job, it is the motivation you need. But you don't have to hate your job, but sometimes you just want to do more or do something within that you're passionate about. Yeah. And it's fun to just write it down and have it there and have goals. So those are some things that will help you just keep focused and reach some crazy potential, trust me.
I think that's just like some excellent like advice. I think like what you said, think ahead. Like when you're starting, think ahead, like think positive. Hey, we are gonna blow up, we are gonna be great. So even starting with your name, like maybe you don't want to be Toxic Girl 69 or first name last name and the year you were born. Think about that kind of thing and what that represents to you, and is that name still going to fit when you're a little bit older? But also talking about protecting yourself, one thing that I think is important to do is on most sites, whether it's you're streaming on Twitch or YouTube, you can have like blocked words. So we have our street address, our street numbers, like anything that we can think of that might protect us. We like put those in there.
Mind blowing.
Totally.
I didn't even think about putting your address.
Oh yeah, my name is blocked.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's because it is one of those things where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, but it's not something you think of right away. But like whenever something like that happens, you're like, okay, and then all of a sudden you got like a whole list of all these words that you're like, yeah, that could not be good. Definitely put that kind of stuff on there. But also like whenever you're first starting out, just be okay with, hey, like I'm gonna change what I'm doing. Like, I love playing this game. Let's try playing another game. Or I'm just really, I really enjoy just hanging out and chatting. Like, just chat. Just sit down, get a bowl of soup, and just vibe with your friends on the internet. I think like just making sure that like you're doing what you're enjoying. People will be able to tell that you're not having fun and not enjoying it.
Oh yeah, awesome. And moderation is key. I didn't want to forget that. Moderation, especially for me, it's sexist, racist terms, absolutely. Things like that. Because you would think the platform would ban them, but apparently not. So sometimes you want to go through, especially with the platform that you're on, go through and see. I know TikTok is very cagey and they have a lot of stuff banned, but if you're on YouTube, Twitch, and any other platform out there, just go through like their moderation tools and try to use to them and learn them. Usually they have help pages, because I know with Twitch, they have so many moderation tools now. It's like ridiculous, but it's good to just go through it, read through it, and also read terms and conditions, read your affiliate contract, read your terms of service, only because you don't want to violate any of those. Also, you want to make sure you're not giving up your firstborn kid, and just get in the habit of reading. As a content creator, I cannot stress enough getting in the habit of reading, because when it comes to, I know it's like small stuff to you now, but when it starts coming to contracts and things like that, you want to read those and just prepare. So Like I said, I started administrative, so I read everything profusely, and sometimes I have it read back to me. If you get an app that reads PDF, it'll read back to you. So it's just be careful with that. I used to have Twitch TOS memorized. So like people would be like, where do I find this? And I'd be like, oh, you would have to go to Twitch TOS 1.3, blah, blah, blah. That's when they had it numbered. And they would be like, why do you know that? And I'm like, yeah, I have to kind of. And getting to FTC laws, especially, and those, honestly, that's where you should actually start too, with influencer FTC laws as well, because one of the first things you're probably going to get is gifted. And that is the most complicated but simple thing, because if you don't disclose you got gifted a game for free or gifted a package and you just post it out there, you could be in violation of something. And they're not going to go for the big fish, they're going to go for little old you. So try to remember some of that stuff. And there's they made them so user friendly. They have like little cute little chart things that you could just save to your computer and you could just review it. Yeah, and that's just from a technical, I know I'm so meticulous, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's great. No, it's great.
Yeah, and honestly, because it's something that I had to learn along the way, and one of the things I was like, I would have saved so many years of just stress if I knew certain things. But yeah, just get in the habit of just like reading everything, even like those emails you get. Some of them are scams, so just be careful.
No, I think reading stuff that is such a good tip, because recently we had a sponsorship offer and I was like, okay, yeah, send me the contract, read it. They wanted so many rights for what we were going to be producing, and come to find out this is at least what they told me, right? Like they were translating the contract from one language to English, and I was like, yeah, let's rewrite this, because I'm not giving you exclusive rights to everything for all of your advertisements you're ever do, like for this product. No. So I think it's really important to make sure you're reading things and that you understand it.
And Google your name. I saw somebody in the chat saying the name thing is so good. Google it and see if anyone takes it, and look it up on all the platforms so you could take it first. And also, okay, so this is a really weird tip that I'm going to give you. If you stream or if you start content creation and you know you like it, big or small or whatever, go to Google Domains and get your domain. It's $12 a year, which is like $1 a month, and you keep it. And trust me, because somebody stole mine.
Oh no!
And they tried to sell it back to me for $8,000. So I had it before. That's the funny part. I had it before and I let it go because at that point I wasn't like believing in myself. And yeah, so just once you figure out you like it and stuff like that, and you start making those moves, yeah. And it's $12 forever. So like, yeah, go ahead.
All the tips in the world. Oh my gosh. Take a look in a book. Reading rainbow. Read. Okay, I only have 2 questions left. I know we're hitting the end, so you can clip these questions if you want them to be short. But I would love to know, once you hit a certain level of success and you want to take your visibility to the next level, what should people think about when they're trying to get noticed by larger brands? Or is it just simply do your stuff, they will come? If you what is that movie? If you build, they will come.
They will come. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both. Okay, so I'm going to be super technical because I deal with a lot of influencer stuff. Okay, so there is a thing called brand affinity. Most likely brands are looking for people who have either a huge following or a huge community, but that's a myth. I'm lying to you. That's not true. What they're looking for is authenticity and people who have the same moral values as them, or just general values as them. A lot of times they're looking if you actually used their product before. I can actually tell you the story about Best Buy finding me. So yeah. I was randomly tweeting about Best Buy maybe years before they found me, about me meeting my mom at Best Buy, like literally the two. Okay, I'm gonna go meet my mom at Best Buy now. And just I used to do this thing on my Twitter, and which is similar to this, is when I gave people tips, I would say, go get your headset from Best Buy because they have this $3 warranty, and when that sucker breaks, you just got to go back and they'll replace it. Now, if they don't have the headset, they'll tell you to go pick one of the same value, or you can add money to it. So if you pay $70, you can add money to it and get a $100 headset, and you only have to pay like the minus value or whatever. So I would give them like a tip, and somehow they found me. But yeah, it was basically off tweets, and they're like, yeah, we like you. And I'm not partnered anywhere. I just have my community, and my following. I do have high engagement, so engagement value is important. So I would say engage with your community, be likable, and don't watch what everybody else is doing. So it's a little bit of both of build it, they will come, but also talk about what you like. Talk about the things that you're doing. Talk about, everybody always say, I'm not giving free publicity, but I'm like, if you already have it, you already bought it. So just talk about it if you like it or if you don't. And yeah, there's brands that will just pick you from the fold, or there's brands who will actually do their research and value you. I would say, like, I loved working with Best Buy. I worked with them as well last year. So I worked with them twice. The first time was through Ambassador, and then the second time was for Black History Month. And then they used me basically for the whole year. So I'm still on the website. And I would say they are really good with just like listening, paying for like properly. Yeah, I'm gonna say it because a lot of people are scared to talk about payment. And yeah, it's one of those things where I literally got rejected from a lot of things and they didn't see the value in me. And then a company comes in, and not just them, a couple that came in and they've just been like amazing. And those deals are so amazing and good that you really don't think about the ones that say no. Cause there's some where I just wanted a free game, honey. And now I'm like, and I use this tool to tell other creators because I actually like the fact that I'm not partnered, because a lot of times people zone in on CCV. If you guys don't know what CCV is, concurrent viewership. And I actually dive into their stats and their analytics and show them where the engagement is. Like, you got live views. Live views literally shows you how many people come to your channel and view you while you're live. It doesn't take into VOD or anything. So you can even use that. And a lot of people miss opportunities because there's hunkering down on what that company is saying. But try to find your own value, find your own worth, and like success will come to you. And you can also put yourself out there. Visibility is a huge thing. If you're showing that you could do the work and you enjoy it and that you know what you're talking about. Sometimes you don't know what you're talking about, honestly. I had so much imposter syndrome my first sponsorship. Stuff like that happens, but you just gotta push and like do it. So just knowing the value of your work, and don't put so much into what I always say the facade is saying, because a lot of people is just watching your followers and things like that. There's a lot of in the analytics behind that you could look into for like your Twitter and stuff. I've gotten paid for tweets. I've gotten 4 figures for tweets. I don't even know why. I literally only have 3,000 followers. I've told people this. I'm like, and it's just literally just believing your content and what you can do. And also, I'm like also a content creator for content creators. So those networking relationships we talked about earlier, those work out so much because my friends support everything I do. And like, sometimes I'm like looking at the tweet, I'm like, oh my God, why did they retweet this? But it's what you build up is what you're gonna get. So don't try to always get the fast and quick. Try to do it at your own pace, do what you gotta do. And it's okay to go viral, and don't take everything that people are getting. Because if they're laying out $1,000 for you, and this is just an example, why can't you try to negotiate them for 2 times or 4 times? And you could also pitch your value to them. So you could be like, hey, my engagement value is 3 times of your social media on a regular day. I would like to ask for this or get this number as close to. And yeah, it's people behind the emails, and sometimes you could just ask for a meeting. I'm a gift of gab type of girl, so can we get a meeting? And then I'll talk, and they're like, oh my God, I love you. Yeah, they'll be like, no, they'll be like, I love you, oh my God, and we have to work together again. And sometimes a no is okay. Everything doesn't have to be a yes. Get used to rejections, and a no for now doesn't mean a no forever. I always say that to my content creator friends. So just know if it's not now, like campaigns, marketing, and also if you want to research something, especially if you're going into the paid and sponsorship stuff, I would say look at how marketing companies are learning, because campaigns are seasonal, essentially. Like, it's not all the time. You don't always have 24-hour campaign going. So sometimes if you want to work with, I don't know, Pepsi, they might not have a campaign for January, but they might have one for February. And sometimes you just want to be like, hey, keep me in mind. But that's like the whole business side of it. And
that was a lot. No, no more. We can't.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I
It's
should
good.
just like have you back for a random AMA or ask me anything. so that literally we could get all of the answers, because my head is spinning and I'm like, no.
Both. If you build it, they will come, but also position yourself to be great and do great. And whatever you're doing is great. Do not doubt yourself, know your worth, and expect your worth. I'm sorry, Jen.
No, you're you're saying everything that I second everything. It's
Anything you want to.
It's okay to.
Sorry.
It's okay to say no if it's not a good deal and you're just like, yeah, it's not worth my time. But hey, if you really need that mouse that they want to offer you, then maybe you say yes. Like, you know what? Sometimes you just need a good mouse.
No, sometimes it's better to take the free product than to go actually into the paid deal, only because what they're asking sometimes is not the value they're offering. So sometimes you do have to negotiate, but you have to come in with that mindset. And I would say for all of the hobby people, I get it, it's a hobby. Even if you're doing influencer stuff, gaming, doesn't matter. If you're in this space and you have a platform, just value yourself, because if it's a company and they are putting 1.2 billion into marketing and you're doing it for free, yeah, you're missing out. And it's not just about money, but obviously they reached out to you for a reason, so why not try to see? And yeah, get the free thing if you need it.
I'm gonna ask this last question, but
Jen's gonna go first.
you be short. So what's the biggest piece of advice? Like, you could have just one thing and it's totally fine. Biggest piece of advice you would give someone who's interested in starting on YouTube or Twitch, doesn't matter.
Decide on a schedule and stick to it.
No, that's the hardest thing for me to do.
It is the hardest thing. I know it is the hardest thing, but once again, if you build it and tell them when you will be live, they will show up. They will.
I will second that. Yeah, so it's similar to that, but I'll say consistency is not every day. It's what's consistent for you. So if you are doing content and it's your consistency, they'll do it. Because even when I was working, I would get home at like different times, but it would be within a certain time. So it would be between 6 or 8. So like they knew the stream of it. So even if you can't hit like a time and you're within a time, and they'll know to come. And tell them to hit the notification bell.
Damn it. Why give that advice to me? It feels like you just pierced my soul. I'm like, that's the one thing I can't stick to, is an actual schedule. Because I'm like, I don't have time. Oh my gosh. Okay. I will take that. I will take that advice, and I'm sure everybody else who's watching this will take
and
that
have
advice.
fun. There you go. Have fun.
Just have fun.
Yeah, that I do. I can do that. But timing, forget about it. Okay, I will do better. Okay, so as an outro, let me just end it all for all of us here for this first open world dialogue. So starting a game channel is exciting and fun, but it takes a lot of work to make it stand out. Now that you've learned the ins and outs of how to get started, maintain it, and build relationships, we hope you go forward and make your gaming dreams come true. This is Open World Dialogue. I'm Robin, signing off. Bye and happy gaming. Bye, everyone.
Bye.